All right, Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace salutations to the men that are pushing this truth. Shalom to the elect. Just finna get into this quick video, quick article. All right, it's gonna be a quick hit because I gotta get out of here soon. But you see, it says there are now over 50,000 American troops in the Midwest. The arrival of 2,500 Marines and another 2,500 sailors is keeping the number of American troops in the region at roughly 10,000 more than usual. All right. It says the arrival of 2,500 Marines and another 2,500 sailors is keeping the number of American troops in the Mid-East region at over 50,000, roughly 10,000 more than usual, as President Trump decides on his next step in his month-old war in Iran. Yep. And this is just, prophecy being fulfilled. All right. Let me see. It says, start right here. It says the narrow waterway through which around 20% of the world's oil usually traverses has been largely closed because of attacks by Iranian forces who are retaliating against the U.S. and Israeli war on their country. Usually there are around 40,000 American troops scattered around at bases and on ships at any times around the region, including in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and Kuwait. But as Mr. Trump has escalated the war in Iran, that number has reached more than 50,000 according to a U.S. military official. Yep. So Trump is he's consistently, sending more troops over there. All right. And that's just, let's get this real quick. Go back to that Joel. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So see, and the Hebrew word for heart is lab, going into your mind. All right, so the Lord's in control of Donald Trump's mind. All right, and not even Donald Trump, because hey, you got people that's above him, that's controlling him, so-called controlling them. All right, the elites. All right, the ones that you don't hear about. All right, the ones that construct all these wars. All right. For their own gain, for their own, so they can make a profit. All right. They're the ones that's, that Yahweh Shemel Shai is controlling to control, Donald Trump, So the Lord is, and he's making them do things that's according to his will, according to prophecy. All right. So let's get this now, all right? Because all them troops, and like I said, previous videos, I work with, I tend to certain basically people that's about to, go into the Army, Marines, things of that nature, So and I'm constantly seeing damn near every day that I go to the job. So it's constant, people going to fight for Esau. They might have a plan to retire, get out at 50 and live a good life. Nah, hey, you're about to get set up for war, for destruction. All right, Joel 2:20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army. All right, and that northern army is talking about the American army. All right. And will drive him into a land barren and desolate. All right, and that's the area of Saudi Arabia. All right, Iran. All right, around that area. All right, it says, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. All right, and you see, hey, Trump is constantly sending them troops over there, and soon to come, it's going to be hundreds of thousands, people over there, being, shipped off over there. All right. For war. All right. Because shit's going to escalate. All right. Shit ain't just about to die down and everybody about to live a normal life. The Strait of Hormuz is about to get opened back up. you know, so gas prices can go down. Nah, this shit's about to amplify here. All right, it's about to, you know, get worse. You know, it says with his face toward the EC. All right, and that EC. So hey, and you know, that EC is representing the Persian Gulf. All right, so that's where the you know army is going to be facing. All right, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea, and that utmost sea is the Red Sea. All right, that's going to be the end of the how can I say the back of the line, basically. You know, it says, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he had done great things. So see, hey, it's about to become it's going to be a mass slaughter over there of American troops. All right, they're going to get totally obliterated over there. All right, and this is just you know them being shipped off over there. And, you know, it's just prophecy. All right. It's just prophecy. Zephaniah 2 and verse is it Zephaniah? Shalakia. Yep. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. All right. Let's see what determination goes into. All right. Mashapat. All right. Judgment. All right. Justice, ordinance, judgment, act of deciding the case. All right. And Esau is found, you know, the Lord has you know, he's gonna judge. He's judging Esau. All right, he's about to judge everybody that's down with Esau, everybody that's, you know, and you know, join arms with Esau. Hey, they're all about to get judged. All right. Starting off with what? The downfall of you know the American society economy. All right. To the point where, hey, lives is gonna be lost. All right. So this is the Lord. This is what the Lord is deciding. All right. This is what the Lord wants. All right. So again, it says, for my determination is to gather the nations. All right. And where I just read in Joel, the 2nd chapter. All right. Land barren and desolate. That's where he's about to gather them. All right. It says that I may assemble the kingdoms. So see, many kingdoms. All right. It's going to be many people over there. All right. Fighting. All right. Many nations. All right. Including our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, because you got some niggas out here. I seen a video, a nigga out here. It was a black nigga. You know, he was like, basically, if you're not down with America, you need to leave. Some shit like that. You know, he was in the army and shit. You know, showing that, hey, some of our people, they love America. You know. But as the scriptures say, what is that? I believe it's Isaiah 30. That broken reed, you know. Let me see. It might be Isaiah 31. I can get this too. This is a good one. I'm gonna just get Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. All right, and this is the modern day Egypt. All right, Babylon the Great, aka America, is the modern day Egypt. All right, where we served our hardcore slavery over here. All right, where they refused to let us go. All right, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many. Yep. And in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. So see, you got niggas out here that's, you know, they see America's military, all right, They see how so-called strong it is, and they're like, oh, we can't be defeated. Hey, this is what I trust in, you know. Hey, I don't gotta, you know, I don't gotta trust in the Lord because I got this, you know. You know, that's how niggas think, all right. But hey, that's gonna be for their demise, you know, because hey, niggas about to fight against Yahweh Shah soon. You know, niggas that's in the Air Force, all right. Hey, niggas about to fight against Yahweh Shah, you know, and hey, Yahweh Shah, he's gonna totally obliterate niggas, you know. He ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be a, you know, it's gonna be a one-sided battle, you know, one-sided fight, you know. So real quick, where was I at? Zephaniah. I'm ending it off here because I gotta go. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So see, and you know, hey, it's gonna be a great slaughter over there. All right, including, you know, the Yahweh Shai and the holy army. All right, the angels, you know, coming over there and destroying them. All right, with the, you know, with the laser beams. All right, so it's gonna be a great slaughter soon. All right, World War III is going to happen. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to give all glory and praises to Yahweh Shem El Shai, Shem Kagadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Peace, salutations to the men of Zerbush and True. Shalom, select, shalom.